It is a Monday. Thanks for being with us. Hi, I'm Dan Haggerty. This is The Story, as my voiceover just told you, in a more dramatic way. Here's not bad. All the ways to communicate with us at the bottom of your screen. So email us at thestory@kgw.com. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, all that kind of stuff, or use Twitter and the hashtag HeyDan. Let's get started. And we're going to get right into the big story tonight. We're talking about that big jackpot that you can win in Oregon just by getting vaccinated. The state is giving away a prize of $1 million, as well as 36 $10,000 prizes, one for each person in each county. Teenagers, they can also win some pretty big scholarships. It's a big deal. And I know a lot of you have some big questions, especially about who is eligible exactly. And I took some of those questions to Pat Doris, who has been all over this lottery story since it was announced. So let's talk to Pat Doris. We've been getting a ton of questions about this vaccine lottery, how it's going to work, how people are getting their names in the pot for all of this. But I want to start with the most simple, maybe most widespread one we've gotten is, where exactly is this lottery money, this $1 million, and then the additional money in the certain count in the counties? Where's it coming from?
It's coming from the federal government. And so they're making money available to incentivize different states, different counties to get more people vaccinated. So I mean, it sort of sounds like it's free money. Of course, it comes from taxpayers, but that's where it's coming from. It's not coming out of any state budgets.
Interesting. All right. I got an email I want to read to you from Mike. He says, "Hey, Dan, my Portland family received our COVID-19 shots at the Clark County Fairgrounds in Washington, right? Will we still be eligible for the COVID shot lottery here in Oregon?"
Excellent question. I think the answer is yes. Because I believe the OHA on Friday was saying that Oregon residents that are vaccinated outside of the state, that is still reported into the state so that OHA does have a record of that. And if OHA has a record of your vaccination, you are in the lottery.
Okay. How about this one? This is another one from James, and I'm going to add a little bit to this, but this is what James said. What about those of us who were vaccinated outside of the OHA? I got mine through the VA. All right. So the VA gets their allotment of the vaccine from a federal stockpile, not from the OHA. And the same could be said about the tribes. And I know a lot of people got their vaccines that way as well. So how are those people going to have their names incorporated in this Oregon vaccine lottery?
Well, you're not going to like this. It's a two-part answer. For the VA, right now, they're not. And that's a lot of people. I was talking to the VA today. It's about 70,000 people that they vaccinated in the state. And you're right, because they get their supplies from the federal government, because they are part of the federal government. There's just like, it's this tunnel, and they do not share with the OHA. And the folks I was talking with were sort of saying, gosh, we hope the OHA can find some way to encourage people that were vaccinated by the feds to step forward so they can be joined into the lottery, which is not a good solution. But at this moment, they will not be part of the lottery. I said, really? You're going to take $1 million from a World War II veteran potentially? And they're like, yeah, it doesn't sound so good, does it? No, fellas, it doesn't. You should fix that. All right. And then on to the tribal issue. Some of the tribes got their vaccine from the federal government, but some got it from the state. So like the Grand Ronde, one of the largest operations near Portland, got theirs from the OHA. So they gave vaccinations to about 10,000 people, including one of my sons. Those names will all still be entered in the lottery. If the tribes, though, got the vaccine from the federal government, then not so much.
And is there any work being done to remedy that? Because, cutting out our tribes and cutting out our veterans from this process just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, well, you and a lot of people don't like the idea. So what we're told is that we need to continue to check back with the governor's office because they're trying to figure out a solution. But I really have not heard any movement on that so far. It's only been a few days, but I'm sure they're working on it. But so far, I've not heard of any solutions.
There's still time. When is the actual drawing? It's not for weeks.
27th of June.
Got it.
Or 28th of June. The last day to get vaccinated is the 27th.
All right,
so if you haven't done it, hurry up, folks.
Exactly. All right, Pat Doris, thank you, sir.